So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. Happy Thursday. How are you? How's your week going? Is it awesome? And how is the upcoming weekend for you planned? Well, we have a rainy weekend on the way, so that's okay. When you live in Florida, you get so much sunshine. It's so nice all the time. Every now and then we get these, a string of 4 or 5 rainy days. It's like, cool, you just stay inside and watch Netflix. You don't have to go outside and do the lawn. Because if you live in Florida, you know one thing, and that is that the lawn always has to be done. We never get a break. So, changing times. Changing times. We're in them now. We've always been in them. It's never been any different. It's a little more insane now, and it's going to get more insane in the future. There are wars and politicians who endlessly lie. Nobody's truth with anybody anymore. And the problem is, it just continues to go out there, and the more people do it, the more people do it, the more people do it, the more people do it. It just happens. So it's going to happen that way. So you need to pull inside yourself and get yourself balanced and grounded. You need to understand what you're heading for in the future here. And, of course, how to plan for changing times. That's today's show. It's a daily boost from motivationtomove.com. It is me, Scott Smith, purveyor of Scott Logic and the chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Happy to have you here today on, it's been a pretty fun week of shows. It's awesome stuff. So I'm glad you're around.
Suffering from dry, tired, irritated eyes? Don't let dry eyes win. Use Sustain Pro. It hydrates, restores, and protects dry eyes for up to 12 hours. Sustain Pro. Triple action dry eye relief.
Some people have asked me, how's your face, Scott? It's killing me. Sorry about that. Had to do that. I had a basal cell carcinoma on my cheek. Skin cancer. I've had a number of those things. I tend to get them. So I've had a lot cut up off my body. I never had one off my face. And so I went and had the Mohs procedure, if you know what that is. And a lot of people have those. And they took it out. It was about a quarter size on my face. They had to excise. It's kind of gross. They showed me a picture of it. And they said, by the way, we have to cut a triangle because it's a big circle. We have to make it a couple triangles so we can stitch it together. So I thought, okay, that's cool. And they did it. And then they bandaged it up. I didn't see it again. Well, 2 days later, I take the bandage off. It's like a 2-inch scar. It's crazy across my cheek. Like, wait a second. I got a scar. I'm going to have one. It's going to fade. It's going to be nice. But walked out to my wife and I said, honey, my looks are gone. I'm not the guy I used to be. And she goes, honey, you're fine. You'll be okay. But I was kind of kidding because in a very odd way, and I don't know even what this means, but in a very odd way, I was looking at going, man, I look like I'm pretty tough now. I look like I've been in a bar fight. Yeah, that's it. You should have seen the other guy. It's awesome. Look at that, man. You got to take it for what it is, right? Just have to. Like all the scars I've had on my body. I got like 6 of them on my body where they've taken out basal cells, things like that. And those are my war injuries. That's it. That's where I was shot in the war. And the other one was I shot in the bar and I saved somebody, a damsel in distress. That's all. Just got to make the best of whatever happens in your life. You got to deal with it. But I'm doing okay. Yes, it knocked me down a little bit for a couple of days. It was more painful than I thought it was going to be. But here I am today. My mouth is still working just fine. Let's talk about some plans for changing times. Oh, man. So make a statement here. You decided to make some change. You've been up late at night? Could be 1 or 2 in the morning, and you're like, got to change something. You're Googling for change. Good for you. Yeah, change is interesting. Once you begin to just change something in your life, that's what I mean. Change something in your life. Something's going to be different. It's really good. It's a good place. But once you make the decision that you're going to make a change, you're in trouble. Because here's what's going to happen. You have 3 choices. You could either move forward toward the change. You can either decide not to do the change, or you can sit on the fence, the picket fence with the splinters on it, right in the middle there, just straddle the fence. Imagine you're straddling a fence right now, getting splinters in your ass. That's what it's like when you decide to do something, but then you don't really decide to do it, and you're just going, yeah. Either do it or don't do it, okay? That's the first rule. Now, you've decided to do it. How do you figure out how to make it work? Need a roadmap, right? That's what everybody needs. If somebody will just tell me, I cannot tell you how many people say, Scott, just tell me what to do. And I can tell you what to do, and then you apply it and immediately go, okay, we got some adjustments to make here. Let me tell you what to do now. It's just kind of a thing you got to figure out along the way. You know that. You're a full-grown person. You know all that stuff, right? There's no magic here. It's called being a human. Certain things work, certain things don't work. And other humans are out there too, and they all get in your way. So we figure out what works in the change you want to make. Now, most situations, you get clarity by taking an inventory. One of the first things to do with all my clients. It's kind of cool, and they don't like it. It takes them 2 or 3 days to do it. I make them take an inventory of everything, where they are and where they're heading. I actually make them do a financial inventory as well. I want to know every penny they make and every penny they spend. They don't have to tell me. I'm never that specific, but I want them to know that. I make them do it. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want them to really, 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 really understand with every aspect of their life, their finances, their fitness, their relationships, the whole thing. If you're going to make a change, you need to factor in everything that's going on in your life, because that change is going to affect everything. And very likely, the other stuff in your life, like maybe a spouse that doesn't want you to change, is going to stop you. So if you don't take an inventory and at least acknowledge that's going to happen, how are you going to work around it? How are you going to make it happen? You got to practice your persuasion skills. Got to do that. Okay, so number 1, the 3 areas of focus I work on. Number 1, I do the math. What's the cost of your change? What's it going to cost? Good and bad. Maybe it's all positive. Maybe it's going to cost you something. Maybe that relationship won't survive. I don't know. Do the math. Figure it out. You got to know. Don't be afraid of it. Don't put your head in the sand. Be clear. Can you do it now? Yes or no? You can or you can't. That's all there is to it. Do you need to save some cash before you can do it? Get yourself more stable, build a better foundation. How much will you need to complete this transition to whatever you're changing? So we take that inventory of everything and ask a couple of questions, because a lot of folks will come in and say, Scott, I want to change right now. They're not in the position to. They're just not. The job, the savings, the debt, the kids, they're just not in the position to change now. So what instead we do is get real about it, ground it all by taking an inventory of everything in your life, and then figure out the plan from there. We can't figure it out if we don't know exactly what's going on. So that's the first thing. Okay, do the math. Secondly, factor in the timing. Like I said, can you begin today? Right now? Do you need a few months to prepare? When will you be ready? A lot of folks jump too soon. I know you want it now. Just like weight loss, we talked about it a couple times this week. I know you want it overnight, but it might take a year to get there. What are you going to do? I have some new pictures I'm going to be taking. And I'm like, okay, great. I wanted to get, photo ready. I lose weight. Well, it was going to take me 3 months to get the weight I want to take the pictures. And then I got a big scar on my face now. Okay, got to give another month for that to heal. I know there's makeup, there's Photoshop, but I want to be real, okay? Within reason. And finally, consider any distraction. Will starting fast rock the boat and destabilize what you have that's going on right now? Will staying where you are cause more challenges? Will it rock the boat more? And if there's going to be stress, how do you reduce that? So a few ideas, a few really simple ways to get your change. But I guess if I were to boil this down to the ridiculous, and this is usually what ends up happening when I'm working with people on coaching calls, and I do that several times a week, done it for years. In almost every case, people who get on the phone with me already kind of know the answer. They've already figured it out. They've already scanned their life and taken an inventory. They've already done that. Yet they need a little confirmation that what they found and what they want to do is right. And if that's the case, they usually need a little confidence, which means give them a roadmap and a framework to take a first couple of steps at least. You already know what's going on. It's already fishing around your brain right now. It's already there. And you just haven't maybe admitted it and putting it on paper. But if you have a change coming up, you know you've done it before. Everybody's done this. All these things I talked about happen when you make change that's going to be big in your life. So you need to take the time to do that, okay? Simple stuff. Hard to actually work through. We spend months working with people to get them through it. I have clients that have been with me for 7 or 8 years now, and we're continuing to go through different layers and layers and layers and elevate them. But every time we elevate to a different layer, something has to be changed. We take an inventory. We do the same thing again. We just keep going. It works. So tomorrow, we'll wrap the week up, I think. Already? Holy moly, that was fast. For you, it was a whole week. For me, it was like 50 minutes. It's awesome. Ditch the world. It's crazy. Let's wrap the week up with some simplicity ideas, some quotes that might inspire you into the weekend and calm yourself in these crazy times. That's tomorrow's show.